What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you guys the first day of my demolition. I'm super excited. Let's get into it. The first thing on my to-do list was to take out all of the seats. My front seats had a quick release knob, but it was too tight for me to untwist, so I had to ask my dad for help and he was able to get them out. The back seat had 8 bolts holding it down. They were really tight, so I had to loosen them up with a wrench before I could use a power tool to get them out.
Okay, let's try this again. It's so cold.
This took much longer than I imagined it would have, but eventually I was able to remove them myself. My dad ended up helping me move the back seat out because it was way too heavy for me to do myself, but I think I'm going to try to sell the seats on Facebook Marketplace.
My biggest challenges so far are learning how to use the tools, and the second thing is that everything is very, very heavy. But luckily my dad has been able to help me out with some of this stuff whenever I need him, so I'm very, very grateful for that. But I'm just going to be showing you guys some of the stuff I'm doing as I go along, just because I know that there are some other solo females that might find this a little bit helpful if they're doing their van on their own. So I have all of the lights in my van that I showed you guys in my tour. So they come along this path right here, but they're kind of glued down, and then I can't take this piece of wood out unless I get that light off of there, unless I can unplug it somehow. But anyway, what he told me to do was, once I got this off of here, there are 2 wires coming out of the end, and he said to make sure that I tape both of those cables individually so that way they don't short out if they touch each other. So that is what I will do once I can get this off because it's super glued.
I had a hard time getting the lights off, so I eventually moved on to the other side of the van. I removed the upper cabinet doors and started to unscrew everything I possibly could. All of the screws were hidden, so it took a while to find out how everything was connected, but even after I took the screws out, all of the wood was still stapled, so it made it hard to take everything out nicely so it can be reused.
I don't know if my dad has a tool that maybe I can just take these staples out of it so that way maybe I can reuse this wood, because I would like to be as environmentally friendly as I can be. Even though it's not a thick piece of wood, I'm sure it could come in handy for something. So I'm going to check with him about that. And then also my dilemma here is that I'm gonna have to also find something to get these wires off, so that way I can take this off without breaking it, because who knows, maybe I will reuse these lights, but I'm definitely gonna try to reuse some of these lights just because they connect to the van up there with those switches. So I think it'd be cool to still have that piece of the van left. But yeah, so that's what I need to do right now. Go back to my dad's shop and grab some tools.
Also, I want to mention that I read in a van renovation guide that you should tape and label all the wires that you come across, so that way you always know what something is, versus relying on your memory once you start to rebuild the van.
I am at the point of no return. I can't put it back together how it was. I'm not upset that I'm tearing it apart, but I knew how much work this was going to be, and I'm doing it now. I wish I could wave a wand and make it be done, but that can't happen. So I will be back for more next week. So peace out, have a good day. I hope that you guys find everything in this video to be helpful, because I just want to share the knowledge that I'm getting from my dad, because I know that a lot of people don't have people who are going to be there every single time that you have a question about what you're doing. So if it helps you to renovate your van, if that's why you're watching this, then that is why I'm doing it. I am filming this for you. So have a wonderful day. Good luck on your van build, or have a wonderful day if you just came here to enjoy. Peace. And that is it for day 1.